Niger.
Okay, so that one. What goes on to that one? We will zoom
go steer. Let me go. Let me go to play it. Let me go to play it. Let me. It's in the store.
Young is just beyond Gulagate, but first he has to fight the demon Nubu.
There's only one of them! Don't pull back! Caution now! Red hair among horses.
That's him.
Let's get out of here! There's no way we'll survive!
Chops! Snorts!
That sure was something out there. What was that guy's name? Zhang Liao? He was a real monster. Hey! Old man! Cut it out, old man!
Who are you? How did you get in here? Huh? I recognize you. You're one of Cao Cao's men. So, Cao Cao, you wish to make an enemy of me, do you?
Hey, old man! Hey! There you are, old man. Where were you? Our victory was all because of you. You should be at the celebratory banquet. Hey! Old man!
I will keep an eye on that and the deal that will come out later today. Katie Silva there with business.
Now, the new Foreign Secretary of the UK in the Labour government that came to power 4 months ago is David Lammy, a black Londoner with Caribbean heritage, who is making his first visit to Africa this week. He's in Abuja today meeting the Nigerian president and will then go on to South Africa. And before David Lammy came to office, he was very vocal on issues that affect ethnic minorities in the UK, such as the Windrush scandal, where many thousands of people from the Caribbean were denied their legal rights and forced into crisis because they were unable to prove their right to live in the UK. Well, the BBC's Nkechi Ugbonna is in Nigeria and has been speaking to David Lammy to find out if he still holds those firebrand attitudes he displayed in opposition on things like reparations, and if he expects to reset relations between the UK and African nations.
Africa is realising its potential. And the truth is, if I'm in the Gulf, there, when I speak to foreign ministers, they're talking about the continent of Africa. It's important, I think, that the UK is present in that conversation. We have historic relationships, because what I've heard is that the UK stepped back somewhat over the last few years. It reflects on our trading figures. For example, we were Africa's 5th trading partner, slipped down to 14th over the last few years. There is much that I think we can do together over the coming months and years. The new Africa approach that's coming from the UK government must be built on African voices. Therefore, I'm kickstarting a consultation. It begins now. It will go on for the next 5 months, because it is an approach built on what Africans themselves are telling the UK government.
We can't have this conversation without talking about reparations. You're in Lagos. There was a huge port here where during the slave trade era, Nigeria, among other nations, pushed for reparations. First of all, do you believe the UK should pay reparations?
Look, I think that when we look back on that period, there were many horrors. It was horrific and horrendous in many, many ways. And there are scars that were left. And look, let's be clear, I am the descendant of enslaved people, so I recognise that. But what I'm interested in is looking forward, looking to the future, looking to deepening those partnerships across the Commonwealth family, trade and investment, growth. That is what gives young people jobs.
Would that mean a form of repayment to members of the Commonwealth?
It's not about the transfer of cash, particularly in a time of a cost of living crisis around much of the globe and certainly in the UK. That is not the debate I think that people are wanting to have. They're wanting to talk about the future.
What would reparations mean to you?
It's about partnership. It's about working together. It's about climate finance. It's about tech and creativity.
The worst humanitarian crisis currently in the world is happening in Africa. Sudan is at the brink of collapse. Your government has not been very vocal about it.
Look, thank you for raising the issues in Sudan. They are of huge concern. The loss of life is unbelievable and outstrips other conflicts around the world. You're absolutely right on that. The humanitarian catastrophe that's now been unfolding for many, many months indeed is something of tremendous concern. I see that there is a recent deck appeal for Gaza and Lebanon. I'd love to see something commensurate, frankly, for Sudan. We have just become the chair of the UN Security Council. I intend to make Sudan my priority over the course of this next month. I will be in New York raising the issues, both the humanitarian issues, but also how we bring the parties together to try and reach a peaceful outcome. It's been a subject of huge concern that Sudan has not commanded the international attention that it requires, given the way that not just the suffering involved, but the way that it is, frankly, unpicking stability in the wider region, and will have huge implications potentially if Sudan is to be a totally failed state, but huge implications not just for East Africa and the African continent, but of course for Europe as well.
What would you say to Sudanese right now?
I'd say to Sudanese that I stand with you. The tragedy of what is unfolding in Sudan, I hear, and one of my roles over the coming weeks is to try and put Sudan back into the conversations.
That was the UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy there speaking to the BBC's Nkechi Ogbonna in Lagos, and David Lammy saying that he will be signing a new strategic partnership with Nigeria before then travelling on to South Africa, pursuing what his office is describing as a fresh approach to relations with Africa that they say will work productively from Morocco to Madagascar. Spanning the entirety of the African continent. We'll have more news from across Africa in the next half hour of Newsday, so do stay with us if you can.
Digidol, BBC Sounds, Seinir Clyfar ac ar FM.
Dyma BBC Radio Cymru.
Turn to wall. 10 minutes. Every day I say you, this one not playground, this one most vulnerable place. Don't run here.
You have a pen?
Hey, Lisa. Kausar is covered. Your punishment will be mercy. Perform Obraka Sunnah here. stand up. And then your material wiring. Is it? Wiring. That's your full wiring. Any lights? Yeah. Is that different?
She's feeling a bit hot.
What's your idea?
Oh, you want the hand?
Do you know what it is? Grab me some Wow, thank you so much. Go forward, come here, stop your back there, all there. So you don't go all the way back. So you go forward like that. How do you say the first one? You go forward, come there, and then you come.
You can see there's a diesel engine. Guys are all around the country. Keep going. And there is a wonder as Mr. Tiger. We're gonna look for Bailey soon. If we look for all your indicators. A lot of the cars going. Lot around.
I'm mad.
Looking for Bailey. Soon we
Da Gymru, mae'n hanner awr wedi 5 ar ddydd Sadwrn yn 9 o Dachwedd. Croeso cynnes i chi i BBC Radio Cymru. Mae'n bleser gael eich cwmni chi bore yma. Richard Rees yn enw I, a fi sydd gyda chi am yr awr a hanner nesaf tan 7 o gloch. A rwy'n gobeithio'n fawr eich i fwynhau'r cerddoriaeth sydd gen I ar eich cyfer chi bore yma. Ac fe ddechreuwn ni bethau heddi'n dawel bach, ddweud y gwir, gyda un o ganeuon Geraint Griffiths. Mynd nôl yn i'r 80au, gyda'r gân Yr Esgair.
Guys, I got a food here.
Nice, mate.
Good job.
Good job, mate.
How was your exam?
Who are you, man?
Hey,
hey,
man. Whoa, I'm sorry. Are you alright?
Why are you being rough?
No, he put
It doesn't matter, it's a shoe.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a bit dodgy, man. I have to see.
I seen the post.
Forgive you.
Have you?
Someone steps.
I don't know.
Steps on you.
They had a new
We had it much more difficult.
Nah, everyone's saying ours was more difficult.
No.
That's what it is. What's more difficult? That's what Musa
More
told me.
exam.
Which exam?
More on the 19th.
Year 12 exam was way harder than
What did you guys do? Musa was saying that theirs was easy. Like you guys was easy.
the guy does further maths.
Yeah, but he said ours was a bit more difficult.
Assalamu alaikum.
He said
Oh,
ours
the
was
normal math. The normal math. Yeah. What hours?
No, we literally did it like that for a month.
Nah, hours was. We did it for a month. Was it?
Yeah, we did it for a month.
Because Nahin and me, we spoke about it. We said it was easy.
And then
Yours was not ours.
you guys were not in exam condition doing it, man. You guys waffling. I'm telling you, ours was a bit more difficult, but God knows.
God knows, isn't it?
Because I went through like summer school, the Cardiff summer school. Everyone there was saying it's terrible. So the grade guys are going to get better.
You ended up picking further maths, didn't you? How you doing for the beginning?
No, I'm just doing triple maths, the triple science of maths. It's like, no, maths, physics. Huh? Does it get tough in your 13? Right.
Nah, I just started revising.
Hey, you want? I don't know about that. I was like, yo, I'm gonna revise, but you know you can't? Okay. I was gonna revise it. No, I'm just doing it. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Ag uedd Seanis na neachgan le dólangi modestan. Húrst Iran gyfel códeiche yn dwych gyfel córic y dwych I hen I hyn ys jain I niwsien ar Israelach tranaiche.